What would you do for love? What would you do? Not trying to pressure, but before I give this to you, you got to be true. I'll give it one more time. I'll give it one more time. 'Cause I can't deny your love, your love, your love. Yeah. I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. With the lights out, I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. There ain't no question. My door is open for you. I wanna be the one you run to. Yeah. Hey, call it obsession, but my body's calling for you. I'm calling for you. I give it one more try. I give it one more try. 'Cause I can't deny your love, your love, your love. I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. With the lights out, I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. Don't you wanna be? Don't you wanna be? Yeah, I wanna be. 'Cause I wanna be.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Can you hear me out there? Give me a one if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat. All right, cool. Someone said loud and clear, so that means you all can hear me. All right, that's good. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to all of you all that are coming here from my second live stream. I see some people in the audience, and some people have already shared my video. So I want to thank them for doing that, and I want to thank Fest for doing that. I want to thank Lovely Rita for sharing the video, sharing the live stream. And I want to thank each and every last one of you all for being here. Food and Travel Diaries. We got Mark Truitt. We got Dan Erdos. We got Thess, of course. We got Bad Panda. Dan Erdos. We got American Negro. Robert Thornton. The Woman Doesn't Exist to You. Who else? Nicola AMS, of course. Yolanda. We got Steve here. So, like I said, I want to thank you all for coming out. This is my second LS here. And this LS is going to be about OFWs. Now, some of the individuals in this chat are OFWs. So they can relate to the stories of these women that will be coming up telling their stories about how it is that they became OFWs. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about overseas foreign workers. And they're going to have some interesting stories for you. Some of them have worked in Hong Kong. Others have worked in Saudi Arabia. Some have worked in Malaysia. Each of them are going to tell you their different experiences about how it is that they became OFWs, what were the positive things that they've experienced within being an OFW, and also some of the negative things that they've experienced. So I hope you all enjoy this live stream. If you all have any questions for these individuals, please put it in the chat. let them know that you have some questions about what it is that you might not know about or want to hear about. All right. So once again, I appreciate you all for being here in the chat, and we're going to start off. We're going to bring some of these ladies up. All right. I appreciate you all for being here. What's up, Chaos Rain? Appreciate you for being here. All right. So we're going to start bringing them up. First, we have Nicole AMS. We got my sister Nicole. Give him a shout out, Nicole. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Good morning to everyone. Shout out to all of the viewers there for the shout out to 8 millions in the house and to all there. Mega love shout out, of course. Shout out to our very good creator. Of course, our host, Kenny Konjo. Thank you so much, bro, for bringing us, uh, giving us a chance to share our experience as a OFW. Yeah. So, by the way, guys, I'm Nicole Ams. I'm 39 years old and I'm a vlogger for almost 1 year. So I went and I just want to share, guys, my experience. So this is from experience from Hong Kong. So I was there 2015. Yeah, 2015, and I worked there for 6 years. So I got one employer only for 6 years. So they are my employer was good. And also, but also, guys, the kids are good also, but guys, the attitude of the kids in Hong Kong, sometimes they are what is this, spoiled or brat like that, because of course they are boss also. So my experience there, my mostly positive because they are so good to me. But the negative only is that sometimes my boss, they came like late, so we have to up late also because we have to wait them until they get finished their dinner because we have to serve them. But we are two guys in that house, so I have a co-helper. She's also from Philippines and she's a good also. She's the one who's cooking and I'm the one who's taking care of the kids, and I help also to cleaning and do something house chores there's in Hong Kong. But most of the time, guys, I'm outside. So my experience there in Hong Kong is you have to be more patient. It becomes to the kids because, as I said, they are a boss also. So if you're planning to apply to Hong Kong, like you have to bring your more patience, and of course you have to be kind and you have to be friendly, of course, because the first thing you need to do is to be friendly to the kids because that's your responsibility also, and also to be friend to your coworkers because I heard a lot of
Uh-oh, it looks like we lost her. It looks like a bad signal of some sort. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're waiting on that, we'll just go ahead and say I appreciate who else came in here. We have Mad Vlogs came in. I appreciate you coming in. I really appreciate that. We'll see if Nicole comes back. What's up, Joanne? I really appreciate you coming back too. Wow. Let's see. Let's bring up Sincerely M. Sincerely M, can you hear me?
Yes, hello. Hi, good morning.
Welcome, Sincerely M, everyone. Looks like their internet went down for a little bit. But I want to welcome Sincerely M, my little sister, Sincerely M. And I really appreciate her because she's up early in the morning doing this for me. And I really have to thank her for this.
Wait,
And this
we
young
are live
lady,
now?
yeah, we're live. But
Okay.
But anyway, this young lady is a content creator on her own, and she's in Saudi Arabia right now. And so some of the things I would have to ask her is, who is this? Let's get this person up out of here. Get this, block this person right up out of here. I don't know who this person is, but he's gone. Got to get him gone. If y'all see any weirdos coming in the chats, hide them immediately. Don't have them in my chat. Please don't have them in my chat. They got to go. So moderators, be on it. If you see any crazy people coming in my chat, doesn't look like they're up to no good, or if they come with spamming, please hide them out of my chat immediately. Thank you. I really appreciate that, because we want to have a nice dialogue here. So back to my sister Sincerely M. Let me ask you, Sincerely M, when did you actually become an OFW? When did you actually when did you what was the year that you started becoming an OFW, and what made you decide to become an OFW in the first place?
Okay, hi, good morning, everybody. Hi, Sir Session Steve, and how many are you? 14 million here in Kenny Conjo's channel. So I'm Sincerely Am. So not 2000. No, I started being my first flight and my first time riding in a plane, and then working also in Middle East. They said a conservative country. To year 2016. So, come on. What made me go? What made me as an OFW is the first, of course, the income, the salary in the Philippines. It wouldn't provide all the expenses that we need from the Philippines. So, second thing is, as a woman, I need to explore something. And there is a story behind me why I go abroad. And then third thing is, of course, I need to support the needs of my kids. So it was 2016, and how old am I that year? In 30s. Yeah. I am in 30s that time. That was my first flight. My first ride in a plane. Hello. I think it's late. No. Can you hear me?
I
Can't
hear you.
hear
I
me.
was muted. I
Okay,
was
okay.
muted. Can you hear me
Okay,
though?
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we can hear you though.
Okay. Hello, Sir Hayes.
What's up, Princess Lynn, Murphy Hayes? We can hear everybody. SW1, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you here. Appreciate, like I said, once again, I appreciate everyone for coming to my second live stream. Like I said, I'm just getting used to this, how to live stream and everything. So it's going to take a little bit, but I'll get used to it. But we're going over the stories of OFWs, overseas foreign workers, and I brought up some guests, which is my sisters, Sincerely M, Nicole M, AMS, and Lovely Rita will be on joining us too. And they're just telling us the stories about how it is that they became OFWs and what made them do it. And then they're going to talk about their positive experiences in it and also their negative experiences in it. Some things that they've learned from being an OFW. So we'll go ahead and continue with Sincerely M. All right, go ahead, Sincerely M. You said the money was one of the reasons why you did it. Of course, that makes sense. Okay, and then I'm listening.
Okay, and then I work here in Saudi Arabia as a nanny and in one of the well-known family, of course. And the first thing that I learned from being an OFW is it's not being an OFW. Once you are an OFW, you know how to read, write, and of course, you know how to deal with the people here. Because if you are an OFW and if you don't know how to read and write, they will advantage like there are some OFW in the Philippines that they don't know their age, and they're taking advantage of those, the agency, in there's some agency they're taking advantage of those knowing no read no write. So as an OFW here, guys, you have to also have that courage. You have to have that yung um the goal in your life. You have to have that in your spirit also. And then as here, you have to respect what their rule is. So being a nanny here, you have to work with your heart also. And then of course, respect the people around you and respect their culture. So the first also that I've been here, it's so funny because in the Philippines, you never know how to use any the high-tech gadgets that we have nowadays. So yung days by days, I'm learning everything, and I'm learning also their language. You have to learn their language too, because it's hard to work here without knowing their language too, because there are some talking behind your back, and then you don't know that they are
Yeah.
saying bad words at all at you. So you have to learn that too. And we have now an high-tech gadget. We have Google Translator nowadays. So also, as a nanny also, you can touch them. You can't hurt them. You have to treat them more than your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the second thing I learned also is their different kind of fruits. And then as a nanny also, at the advantage of it is once they are going in any country, it's an advantage to me because I could go there anywhere, and then I learned them the culture of them also. Yun, that's the advantage of that. And but I'm working 24/7, huh? Yun, that's the
Exactly.
bad thing. Yan, that's the
Yeah,
bad
I was
thing.
gonna say
24/7
that's exhausting.
working.
Very exhausting.
Yun.
Very exhausting. And I would say this. I would say this that Saudi Arabia has you are on the positive side of it in a sense. When I say that sincerely, I'm pretty sure you've heard of other stories or have heard of stories in the past where Filipinos actually have been abused. They were under the actual what they call it, the kafala system.
Kapala
And
system, yes.
yeah, and under the kafala system, they're pretty much treated like slaves. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna have a guest that will tell you some of the negative things about Saudi Arabia that she experienced, because just like you, we have a person that's coming up later that was actually there and experienced a
Mm.
different side of Saudi Arabia than you did. I mean, for me, I've been to Saudi Arabia. I was in Prince Sultan when I was in the Air Force. I was in Prince Sultan for 4 months. I saw a lot of crazy things when I was there in Saudi Arabia. So I know that it's not as good as people, claim it to be as far as things, you see it as it's a rich country. It's a rich country. It's a lot of,
Mm-mm.
riches there. Of course we know that. But within that wealth system, there's a lot of evil things that are happening under that system. And there's a lot of things that are covered up. And I know you there, so I don't want you to talk so much about it, but I at least want you to give some things that you've experienced as far as good and bad, like I said, because people need to know.
Ah,
And if there's any questions in the audience, please put your questions there, and I'll make sure to try to read them if you have any questions for the guests. Okay. So if anyone has any questions, please put the question in the chat, and we'll try to answer the questions. Yeah, I know, right, Bad Panda? Exactly. Careful.
mm.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. Bad
Yep,
Panda.
yep, yep.
Yeah, we don't want to talk too much. I know exactly. I know exactly what you mean. But anyway, I really appreciate everyone for coming here. But anyway, is there something else that you would like to say? Let's say some of the things you've experienced. Have you been to other countries, sincerely, and besides Saudi Arabia,
Yes,
since you've been?
honestly. Yeah. It's that's the one that I treasure. That
Hmm.
I've been to other countries that I couldn't have if I am in the Philippines. And that's the one thing that I'm
Hmm.
treasuring here. And then of course I am in a good hands. And there is a bad thing that happens to me, some yung the history about the driver and etc etc. But you have to be tough, and you know how to defend yourself. That's it. You have the that as a woman, don't touch me. That's it. You have to be that words like don't touch, but you don't need to fight them with dirty hands also. But you have to do something now where you could fight, where you could find the sensitive part where what how could you fight them. That's it. And one thing, I know also how to say no. If you are an OFW, you know how to say no. If you're tired,
Right.
say no. No, I wouldn't work. That's it. And what else pa ba? Yun the bad thing naman, I know anyone, the bad things here. And we are not going to, and here also, here now, nowadays, how they change it. Before, if you are working before in the latest mga 1980s like that, they are really conservative. You have to cover yourself. But now the good thing that my employer is in a modern family, so they allow me to wear what I want, but you are not allowed to show your skin like in the Philippines, that we are wearing the, the pek short, the shirt thing. You have to wear the sleeveless like that. Know how to respect yourself also. If you are with yung mga boss and bosses, you have to wear nice also, and don't give them the saying that you will be unrespected. Yun. The lovely TV is visit direct their support sincere. Thank you so much, Rita. Ayun, that's the good thing naman. And of course, you have to learn also how to deal with the people here. You have to know how to be, it's not to be friendly. You have to, being friendly, not you will talk about your private story like that. As an OFW, you don't need to do that, because once they know your weaknesses here, as you're dealing with the people here, you're working here, don't let them know where your weaknesses is. So that's the one thing I learned. And what else pa ba? Ayun, ayun. So that's it, my Kenny. Yeah, Maria. Hello, Maria Rosario de la Pena. Mega love shout out. Ayun.
And you
As
know
an
what?
OFW, we have to salute them really. And my brother Kenny Conjo, I really disagree with what they're saying na OFW is he's superhero. You know why?
Mhm.
In the
Was
Philippines,
that?
they benefit the Philippines, how we are as an OFW here. Yeah, they benefits on them. And then for now, I think the Philippines, they are half of the, if we are not sending the money, the tax,
Are
the
you
way
talking
we
about the
send the
government? Are
money.
you talking about the government of the Philippines? Who are you talking about when you say benefit?
Yeah,
Are you talking about the
the
government?
government
Okay.
of the, yes,
Yeah, that makes
yes,
sense.
yes.
That
Ayun.
makes sense.
And yun nga, as an OFW, guys, before you sign the contract, you have to read it. You have to know the rules there. And as an OFW also, put yourself into because the hardest part as an OFW is the homesick that they are saying. It's really hard to work away from your family. But the good thing with me is um, studying in my school, in the Sisters of Mary, one of the yung Catholic school in the Philippines, is 4 years you are going to study there, and then you couldn't see your family. So it trains me. That's why
Yeah.
I don't know if I get that homesick, that what they're saying. So ayun. Yun lang. That's it.
Yeah. Well, hey, sincerely, I really appreciate that. You want to hang around? Definitely, you're welcome to hang around and hang up here, because just in case someone might have some questions, you're welcome to do that. Because guess what? We're gonna have other young ladies come up and share their stories too. So I'm waiting on them to come up on the stream whenever they decide to do that. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's up with their internet. Seems
Mm.
like they have internet issues going on, but if they can join the panel, then of course they will. But let's see who else came in the live stream while we're waiting on them. So who we have that just came in? So we have I just saw Maria. Okay, I saw Rita. Okay, I saw
Jessie
Jasmine.
namin.
What's up, Jasmine? Long time no see. Good to see you. I really appreciate everyone for coming. listening to the stories. Are there any questions that any of you all might have for this young lady? While I'm waiting on the other young ladies, if their internet is working, is there any other questions for these young ladies? I mean, some of these women out here probably know about it because most of these women in the audience, a lot of them are OFWs themselves, so they can kind of relate to these stories about what's going on with Sincerely M. Maybe not in a different, they may be in a different country, but the stories are still relatable because some of the stories and what they deal with in other countries is pretty much the same. So I will say that the stories that I've seen about a lot of the OFWs is that a lot of them just aren't treated fairly. And the reason being is that a lot of these OFWs, when they go to these countries, a lot of these employers, they definitely look down on them and think that they can abuse these people because they look at, especially Filipino, or, they call them TCNs, third country nationals. In other words, third world country nationals. They don't look at them as people that are educated or have anything to offer other than menial work. So they'll use them for that. And so that being said, they look down and they treat them bad. I'm pretty sure some of these OFWs maybe have a good job. Maybe they're not treated as such, but it all depends on the boss. It all depends on the picking of the boss. Sometimes you get good bosses, sometimes you get bad bosses. And that being said, we're going to add this young lady, Lovely TV, the lovely Rita. I'm pretty sure you all know her. So I'd like to welcome her to the stream. And she's going to tell you some things about differently that she dealt with when she was in Hong Kong.
Hello, Ate
In Hong Kong,
Rita.
but Saudi Arabia. She was also in Saudi Arabia. Now, Sincerely and probably can't talk so much because she's in Saudi Arabia. But lovely Rita is not there anymore, so she can go all out about her stories that she dealt with in Saudi Arabia. So that being said, we're gonna mute up and let Rita tell her stories of when she was in Saudi Arabia. So welcome Rita, and we'll let her tell her story. I'm gonna mute up. Okay.
Hello.
Appreciate you for coming up, Rita.
Hello and good evening, good morning to all of the viewers out there. Thank you very much for giving second opportunity in this live stream. Hello, Sincerely M and all panel there. And I just give you a short looks about my experience about Saudi Arabia way back 2012. It's my first attempt to go abroad because that time really finances is really down. Actually, I've been in a business for 5 years, but business is not like, sometimes gonna down, sometimes gonna up. So after that, my business is bankrupt. After that, I decided to go abroad without any experience. And of course, Saudi is, we know already, both Saudis are no money involved. You just make the things, all the passport, all the things that one is from agency. So they are just doing that. It's like a free. You just go there and ride the airplane. That's my first time. Of course, getting nervous, very sad, being a mom for my, I think my young sister, that young daughter is 7 years old, and my son 10 years old. That is my first time that really feel, you are not being a housemaid for 5 years. I am a businesswoman. For that, it makes me sad being, when you're looking your family is very worse, no income, no good income, because I'm the one who the breadwinner of that. Yes, from the start, I really tried myself to bring my daughter, to bring my son in a good, good money, good income like that. So I decided, even it's very nervous. My mama don't allow me because mama said they are telling that if you go Saudi, you're gonna chop put in the sardines like that. So, but even though like that, I try myself. For first time, it's very hard for me. I go to Saudi without knowing how to clean. I know how to clean myself, how to clean the house, but different in Saudi, guys. If you are cleaning using the, the broom, guys, they're using the brass one for the, the dust. If ever there is a wind blowing, like whirlwind, like that, ipo-ipo in Tagalog, they're gonna, bash out all the building, the houses, very big houses like that. So first time ever I ever experienced. I go to Saudi with my all, nervous that time. I think I'm 32 years old that time. And feeling nervous. And then I saw the house very big, guys. And of course, my baba fits me in the agency, fits me in the airport, bringing to the place. It's really, you don't unusual. You don't know what is this. Oh, I'm just keep on praying, Lord, help me, Lord. And guys, first experience really, Baba is tested me one time when I go to their house. Nobody there, only the Baba only there, trying to test me. Maybe that is the test, guys, for first timer. Maybe he's trying to test me. And he put me in the room that nobody is there, no family is there, her kids, her wife is not there, only me. And he tried to knock the door and said, are you feeling good? You feel at home, like that? And later on, he checked me again. He said, like this, you sleep? Do you know how, are you familiar this place? I know, sir. I'm just, no, sir. I'm just first timer, sir. Like that. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I know I'm working. I'm good there to work, to make my family. So even though it's very nervous for me, I tried myself just to bring my kids in a nice way, because we don't have really finances that one. My husband before never been able to be, work for my kids. I am the one who's very, want to make my kids, gonna feed them, gonna give them some food. It's 2012 that time. So I said, and then the Baba is maybe testing me because I'm a first time. He's telling me, "Are you first time?" Yes, yes, sir. I'm a first time, like that. And then he said, "Do you know how to massage?" First time ever. I will not really forget that my Baba is said, "Do you know how to massage?" No, sir. I don't know, sir. I don't know why. That is the reason why I am asking myself in the first attempt to go abroad. Why the Baba is asking me, "Do you know how to massage?" Then I'm shaking my, experience, first experience. I'm really shaking. I'm very scared, but I keep holding my heart. I said, Lord, help me, Lord. I do this for my kids. I do this for my family. That's why I'm very strong that time. So thanks God that time the whole morning is really passed by. And then the other day, slowly, and the family of my Baba is come because they are in vacation. They said, Baba said in the morning, Rita, this is your food, like that. And then he told me, your madam is coming. So maybe that in my thinking, that is that's tested. You're gonna test this housemate if really going to, grab this opportunity. Just okay, sir, like that. Maybe if I say, sir, okay, sir, I massage you, sir. Maybe that's the time you're gonna fight. Maybe the Baba said, I don't need you. You're gonna fight. Maybe that is my thinking, guys. I don't know of some OFWs experience that, but me, I never lie. It's really true. It's really true. That's all I want. My first experience in Saudi. It was in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. Yeah, Sir Kenny, that is my experience.
Oh, my bad. See, this is how you know I'm not. This is how you know I'm not a professional at this stuff. No, what I was saying is that Rita is telling the story about the guy Bob, or and she's being in Riyadh. I know Riyadh very well, but the fact that she was talking about her employer, and a lot of those guys, what they do is a lot of those employers will try to abuse their employees, and a lot of them will try to sexually abuse the OFWs, and in fact, a lot of situations like that have happened. And sounds like to me that this employer of Rita's, this dirty guy, was trying to pretty much abuse Rita, sexually abuse her to see if she would go for it. That's what he was trying to do. But the good thing about her is she resisted in the fact that she was smart enough to use her mind and use her thinking to avoid, being abused by that guy. Because like I said, there's other women that have gone to those countries and that actually have experienced being raped and abused by their employer. Rita was lucky in the sense that she wasn't. But being that she's a petite, small lady, it would have been easy for him to actually take advantage of her and get away with it because she's an OFW. Who are they going to believe? They're not going to believe Rita if she goes to the government and says she's been abused by her employer. That happens quite a bit. So you know damn well that Rita was lucky by the grace of God that nothing happened to her in that way. But the other stories are getting worse. So let's hear some more of the stories. All right, go ahead, Rita. Go ahead with what you were saying.
Yes, again, I wanna, for that moment, I really don't have experience about the householding course. But actually, before we deploy there, we're gonna train in the TESDA on how we use the vacuum. That time, I don't know because I'm in a business. You know, when you are in a business, you don't care. You don't know how to make your things like, Filipino things like, you clean this house, clean this one. But different in Saudi, guys. They are more very strict. Even though you are just wiping all the things, the madam gonna very strict. Look. In the first experience, guys, that is my really I suffered that kind. That they are just looking me, being you don't know anything like that. They are just thinking you don't know anything. Why you go there? You don't know anything. You don't know how this job like that. The madam is very worst in the first attempt of being abroad. But thanks God, I have my God. I'm always keep praying, Lord, help me. I want to send money for my family. I want to send my kids to school that time. So I just being patient to the point in the end, I think I survived. No cell phones, no at all. No cell phones, guys. In that first attempt, no cell phone, no mobile. Not even though everyone, my sir allowed me to call my mama. And that time in Saudi Arabia, 2012, it's very sad because 3 months I'm there. My papa is died. That's why it's very sad being out of W. No, you really don't know if your family will gonna die, and you can see even them, even in the video, not even
Yeah,
my
Rita.
papa is died that time 2012. 3 months I'm there, and then my employer told me, Rita, we cannot do anything. The sir is very good. The sir is very good, always telling me the truth. The sir is very good, but na madam, it's very bad. For me, being a housemaid, I don't want even dream that again in my life because I suffer a lot of things. Until now, if I talk like that, it feels me very, it's very pity of myself. But praise God, I recovered it. Praise God that God helped me a lot that time. So after that, my sir said, Rita, you cannot do anything. Your papa is died already. We just send money to your family and keep praying. Baba is very good. But the sense Baba is trying me to, make a sexual, I don't know if it's a sexual or maybe it's a test because before they got already a housemate guys that run away on that house because the madam is very worse. The madam is very worse. But me, I'm a very patient one. I have a huge understanding, broad-minded to understand what is things around. That's why I said, okay, sir, but the whole year I cry because how you cannot see? Video call, not even allowed me. Video call to my family in province don't have cell phone. They gonna call in the city. Just 2012, I'm leaving my mama, my papa living in the province. I can even see what happening, what is looking in my papa when he died. That's why it's very hard being
Yeah,
OFW. It's very hard until now. In my heart, I know I never keep that all the pains. But if we gonna topic it, it makes me hard. It makes me cry. Really, it's not hard for me. Those people who suffer good things in OFW being a housemate, they're very lucky. For me, in my time, I'm not lucky at all. I'm very unlucky, guys. Even though I work hard, I try myself, respect them, patient. It's not to do with them. The madam is always looking me like this. You don't know this, but God is good. God is good. For the long time, I suffer 1 year and a half. My one day, it's my grant. It's like a reward me from God because I'm cleaning in that living room. I saw a paper of that. And then the madam also, I will talk you a slide for my madam. Guys, my madam got like this. There's a lot of food in the fridge. She don't want to feed me. She just give me some like this, not full.
like a dog.
Yeah, that's food you eat. And then I work very big house. wash outside. The desert there is a lot of sun there, and you wash there. It's very hungry, guys. So the madam take out the food, put the garbage, guys. I'm very hungry. I need to wash all around the backyard. So what I did, I put up every time in the morning I put the clean garbage, and then when my madam is through the food, I'm gonna simply put here in my bra, put here in my pants, and go to the outside. I eat while I'm washing in the desert, in the backyard. That's how I experience. So those people don't know who I am really experienced. I tell you the truth, it's not very easy being OFW until now. But praise God, because I'm a believer. I said, God will not let me like this forever. I said, God will not let me like this forever. So my madam is very cruel. My madam is very cruel until one day I catch my madam. I saw the paper on the living room. I clean up like this sala sofa. I see the paper there, guys. And then I read the one, salary Rita 1,400. And then my madam will say, give me 800 real only. That was 2012, guys. When I reached 6 months, Baba is increasing my salary. Baba is putting me 1,200, 1,400. And then madam give me only 300. So in Saudi, guys, different. Saudi is different. We cannot talk to Baba directly. We cannot talk. And Baba, no, never ever, never ever. You must just make yourself, but I know it's my right. So I really give away that why like this. So what I did, guys, my Baba always putting her wallet on the table when he is arrived in the house. So the table like this, and then Baba is putting her wallet. So I said, I put a letter, guys. Even though I'm nervous, I try myself. Sir, I saw my paper. You said my salary is 400. Why madam give me only 800? You know what happened? God helped me a lot. In 1 year and 6 months, Baba bring the madam in front of me. That's my reward. That I'm very patient. Yes, Baba give me the madam. Look, what you steal the housemaid money. Because the paper is there is is really true that salary Rita salary 1,400. After 6 months, guys, Baba is increasing my salary. Maybe he knows how I patient. He knows how I make my things. Even though I'm a first timer, but I'm very patient. So that is my reward. So what happened? The madam almost Saudi man is must be the God. The madam is very low. So they are very. That is my reward. But of course, I am a human. My heart is very soft. When I saw my madam crying to me, Rita, you know what happened? I sent you the money in the Philippines. But madam, only Italy. But it's very, that moment, it's like a movie, guys. Really, I cannot remember. I cannot forget that. Just like a movie, my madam hugged me. Rita, help me. Because that's the difficult in Saudi, guys. When the Baba is gonna be angry, you must watch it. They are very, already I will not talk a lot, but that time is shocking me because the house is very big and the steps there, and there the Baba is taking the Quran before he is the wife. That's really I experienced, guys. That's really true. It's not really lie until now in my heart that I said every patient there is a reward. Every every challenge there is a success. So if you are a patient, if you are really just a patient one, just consider things and you have a faith to God, you really survive it. You can really survive it. So for that matter, me and my madam, before I end the contract, we are at peace. Of course, she knows that I am a good person. She knows that how I make my things. Even I am first timer, I try my best. So Baba recognized me as I like that. But things is gonna good already. When I go Philippines, my madam good Rita, thank you very much, like that. So things are good when I left the house. So to God be glory. That is my first experience. Thank you, Sir Kenny, for that.
You're welcome, Rita. I would say this. You see, a lot of the OFWs that are in the chat, a lot of them seem to have it so good because you see them live streaming, they're playing music, they're doing all kinds of things that are just normal, like people in the Western world. They're doing a lot of a lot of the same things that we're doing in the West room world. Live
Yeah, yeah.
streaming, they don't seem to have any issues with their OFWs. I mean, with
Yeah.
their employers. People like this, I see her live streaming all the time. Princess Lynn, I see her live streaming all the time. Z-Verb is not in the OFW, but who else? Who else is another OFW here? I'm trying to look up the chat and see if I see another one here. But those and Maria too, Maria Rosario. All of them are OFWs, but you see them doing normal things, just like as if they were in just normal Western society. They're just doing live streams like it's nothing. But this is what I'm saying. Everybody's experience is going to be different, and this is why it's important to hear different sides of the stories and different places that people have gone and different employers that they might have had, because some people have good experiences and other people have really bad experiences. It seems like Lovely Rita was under the kafala system, whereas you have people like Princess Lynn, Tess, doing Zumba and just enjoying their life just as if they were, and Woe Mimi, all of these people, they're doing things like as if it's just normal life. They're just working over there, just like a regular expat, just like a foreign worker, just like being an expat, just working overseas. So there's where you have a big difference in the way things are done in other countries, and just a big difference in boss to boss or employer to employer, you know? So like I said, Sincerely Am, she's making beautiful videos. I'm wondering, like, man, is this really Saudi Arabia? Because I'm thinking to myself, not the Saudi Arabia I know, but like I said, I mean, you see her doing things like I've never would have expected to see a OFW doing. And so I would say that, you know, everyone's experiences are different. And this is why it's always good to hear different sides of the story. Who else came in here? Raquel, what's going on? I appreciate you coming. Xander, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everyone for coming to this live stream. Please like and share it. I hope that you all are enjoying the live stream. But I also want to know if you all have any questions for these young ladies, because there might be some questions that might not have been answered.
Yes, thank you.
That you all might have. Fruit Queen, for one, was asking what's going on. Sounds like she was lost. So you might have to tell her in Tagalog what's going on, Rita. What are we talking about here? You might want to tell her in Tagalog what it is that we're actually discussing. This is for Fruit Queen.
Can talk now or late next time?
You can just tell her. You can just tell her right quick of what's going on.
Yes, yung una ko kasing pag-abroad, mga lalabs dyan, in Saudi Arabia, hindi ako nakaranas ng magandang amo. Since na ako nag-abroad, hindi ako nakaranas ng magandang amo. Lahat ng madam ko, ayaw nila sa akin. Nagtataka lang ako talaga. Nagtatrabaho ako ng maayos, binibigay ko yung best ko, pero hindi pa rin sila satisfied. Pero in the end, sa first abroad ko, in the end, nagiging magkaibigan kami kasi nahuli ng amo kong lalaki, yung babaeng amo ko na kinuha niya yung sahod ko. Instead na 1,400 after 6 months, binibigay niya lang sa akin, pinapadala sa Pilipinas ng 800 Saudi Riyal. So yan yung nagiging magkaibigan kasi yung amo kong lalaki, sinaktan siya. Naniwala yung amo kong lalaki na ako ang nagsasabi ng totoo. Sinaktan siya ng amo kong lalaki. Kaya nakita ko talaga, harap-harapan, na ginawa niya ng ganito. Ito yung ginawa mo sa katulong, gagawin ko ito sa'yo. Ganyan ang ginawa ng amo. Yan yung first experience ko. Ang lesson doon, yung pagtitiis ko na nananalig ako na wala akong ginawang masama. Tiwala ko kay God. Yun yung lesson na minsan sa ating mga OFW, nawalan tayo ng pag-asa. Hindi natin alam, nandyan si Lord. Nandyan si God, parati tayong babantayan. Basta tawag lang tayo sa Kanya. Yun lang po ang aking ma-share sa inyo. Thank you so much.
All right. Once again, Mons, be on your lookout for bots or anything that looks like a spam or looks like a weirdo coming in the chat. Go ahead and hide them. I'm not timing them out. I'm just hiding them out the chat. There's no time to be timing out these bots or these weirdos coming in the chat. We over here to try to hear some stories. And so, that being said, I guess we'll start closing up. I think we've answered enough of the questions, unless someone else has any other questions. Does anyone have any other questions for these young ladies? I know that Z-Verb is kind of broken by this, but unfortunately, Z-Verb, we have to show good and bad about these particular topics. because there's no positive all the time about OFW topics. There's always going to be some bad things that have happened to people in this particular profession. So we can't just make it look like it's all good because you see that you Thess and people like that are doing Zumba and being able to live stream and things looking good. No, we have to also show the negative stuff about it because there is indeed some negative things happening. If you look at some of the my old series that I did, I talked about OFWs going over to Hong Kong and all these places and being abused. So we have to realize that there is some negative things that are affecting these OFWs. We cannot turn a blind eye to that. So anyway, there's any other things, any other questions out there? Because we can go ahead and start closing this down and wrapping this up. There's not any other questions. I'm looking in the chat. Anyone?
Thank you so much, everyone who are listening. Right, my experience. To those who are very, I know my experience is different than yours. I know, especially sincerely, Nicole, they have different experience. Me, as I said, I'm not lucky enough to be a housemate because there's a lot of, even though in the second attempt, worst thing, what happened? The third attempt, worst thing still. But God always kept me going because of my kids. That's all. I'm always believing God. God will not let me like this forever. Not let me being a housemaid forever. That's what I am always thinking. Because why? I do a lot of things. Why? The madam is not satisfied. The madam don't see my things. Only the sir see my things, not the madam. I don't know what happened. That's why I said I will not go again to being a housemaid. As of my age right now, I'm not really cannot be also. But in my really, even I'm young, those experience is enough. 3 attempts of being a housemaid. It's very enough for me that I'm not really for housemaid. That because they gonna abuse me, they gonna always abuse me to the point that I'm very patient woman. I'm very patient, guys. Patient and always God is here. God is here. I know God will gonna let me go home like that, not stay forever. That's all I can say. So thank you so much, Sir Kenny, and to all the OFW.
Well, hey, I appreciate everyone coming out. Any last words, sincerely, as far as anything you would like to say to the audience before we get out of here? Anything? What's up, Corazon? I appreciate you coming. Anything you would like to say to the audience before we get ready to wrap?
Thank you so much to all the people, 16 beautiful people here in my brother's channel, Kenny Conjo. And I'm so thankful to my brother Kenny for have an opportunity like this to have the voice, to be the voice, and to tell the experience what's happening around the world also. So it's your channel is very talaga informative and helpful to each one of us. Though I couldn't talk a lot because where am I working? I have to, and then they could, what I'm saying. And then, and guys, as an OFW, guys, you have to know you have to know your goal, why you are working as an OFW. And as an OFW, you have to be tough. Really, you have to be tough. That's it. By your
That's
mind,
true.
and
Yes.
because there is a lot of people also as an OFW they experience yung depression. And
Yes.
here, there are there is a latest story here that yung ano ba yung what is the one there commit the suicide
Yes.
because they encountered like the problems about their families. They couldn't fight that, and you have to be also your mindset fully, your physical fully from your mind, from your physical, you have to be healthy. That's it. And always put God always in you. That's it.
Yes.
Put God
True, true,
always in
true,
you.
true.
That's
Yeah.
the,
Good.
that,
And
yeah. And yun, guys, and as an OFW, guys, I do salute all the OFW also here
yeah.
that working abroad, away from their family. And then it's sad. Yeah, Merry Christmas to all. Another
Yep.
Yes.
Christmas that we're not going to be with them. Ayun, that's it.
Yeah.
Kara, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you sharing this live stream. Rita, let's give some
Yes.
last words of
Yes.
things you would like to
Those,
tell the audience, and maybe
thank you
something
very
positive
much.
out of the whole
Yes,
situation.
to those people who don't really knows about me and knows about me being a naughty one. Yes, because sometimes in YouTube we don't need to one by one to tell what is the really who you are, you know. But one thing I can sure, I have a pure heart, I have a honest heart, I am a good friend to all of us, and
Mm-mm.
always depend to God. Always, all my things, always praise God. I will thanks God for my now. Praise God, incomes, finances. God is always blessed me. God is always blessed me because my daughter, because I go abroad for them. My daughter and my son is now working.
Mm.
So to God be the glory. That is our success. Being a mother, being a OFW, our kids must be guided in a right way. So I'm very lucky that I have a good mother-in-law because they guide my daughter in a right way. Some other OFW, they gonna go back home. Their kids go drugs. Their kids go
Mm.
in prison, like my friend.
Yep.
So God is really working on my side. So that's all.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep praying, and don't lose your hope. If you are OFW right now, you can have a chances to make a good things when you have a capital. Yes, like what I did when I am in Malaysia. I have a, my money is not really going to give me a lot. My not sending because of my employer is holding me. That 2 years salary, only 1 year she sent to my family. So I have one left. That is my capital when I go back Philippines. So that's all, guys. Make an effort not to be a housemaid forever. Make an effort
Mm.
to
Right.
have a
So true.
capital on your own. Yes, that's what I want to learn all of you. Not being a housemaid. Housemaid is very good, but forever, if you older, nobody will gonna take you. You have your earnings also. You have your earnings, not only spend, spend, spend.
Yes,
Not
yes.
do good.
Right.
That is a good
Yeah.
lesson being an option. That's all, guys. That's all. Thank you very
And
much, second.
And then one thing
Well, look,
also, I want to
yeah.
remind, excuse me, Connie. I want to remind everybody, all our families, all the families there that you have the relatives working abroad. I want to tell that everybody that an OFW is not an ATM machine.
Yes,
That's
Okay.
true,
it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
true.
Good
An
point.
OFW
Good
is
point,
not an
sincerely,
ATM
Em.
machine.
That's a really good point. Yeah,
Picking
that's
money in the
true.
toilet.
It's a
You
really good
know,
point.
yeah, yeah. And then as an OFW, learn something to save for you.
Yes, true.
Yang don't send all the money. Save something that, oh, when I got home, I have this, and then start something. You have to have a business. Yun, a simple
Yes.
thing yan.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Well,
And
look at
then one
here.
thing also, yang as an OFW, guys, you would fight also yung loneliness, right? Loneliness. It's not an answer also to have another partner in your life. You have a problem na and you will add another partner in your life. You will add another problem in your life. So yun, mostly an OFW, they have a broken family. I'm telling
Yes.
you, they have a broken family.
Yep, that's true.
Never.
Real talk. Real
Yes.
talk. Real talk. Well, I'll tell you this. I appreciate you ladies coming up and explaining your stories. Nicole AMS, I appreciate her too. I appreciate her coming up and giving her story. I appreciate the audience. So we'll give a shout out one more time. Fruit Queen, Babs Lynn, Murphy
Thank you,
Hayes,
guys.
Bad Panda,
Bad
Yolanda,
panda.
Robert Thornton, Corazon, Babs Lynn. We got Carol. We got Fruit Queen. We got my sister Raquel, Melly, Mark Truitt. Man, Tess is in here. Xander's in here. I mean, wow. We had a lot of you all show up, and I really appreciate you all for coming out. I want each of you all to have a wonderful weekend. I hope that these stories enlightened you all about some good and bad about these OFWs. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't surprising for some of you all, because some of you all in the audience are indeed OFWs. So I'm pretty sure you know about these stories. But anyway, I definitely want to appreciate each of you all for coming up. And that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. God bless everybody. We'll catch another live stream another day. And I hope you all enjoy this. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Well, I'm going to let these
Thank,
ladies down. All right. Peace.
thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
Absolutely. Get this guy out of the chat, this weirdo out of the chat. Block this user. I got him already. Remember to always get these people out of here.
See? The strict
I got
stick. Twink.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. All right, I'm gonna remove you sincerely. I appreciate you, okay?